We will need our yarn, which is a number 4 classic cotton yarn, a 5mm crochet hook, a yarn needle to weave in our ends, and a pair of scissors. And for a closer look at the loops and thread yarn here, this is just a number 4 classic cotton yarn, perfect for coaster, scrubbies, and washcloths. It has 120 yards, classic cotton, 109 meters. This is the color banana. And this here is also the loops and thread classic yarn, 120 yards, 109 meters, and the color salmon. The hook I'm using here is the Pioneer Woman brand hook with the flowered handle. Measurement for this coaster, depending on what type of yarn you use. Here is that number 4 acrylic yarn. It's a little bit bulkier than a cotton yarn. And it measures just slightly over 6 inches. And the inside part here for your cup or this candle right here fits right on it perfectly. The inside portion measures right at 4 inches. And then here with the cotton yarns, just a little teensy bit over 6.5. And our inside portion here measures just a little under the 4-inch mark. We will need to make a magic ring. We will yarn over and pull through. We will chain 3. Our chain 3 here will count as our first double crochet. When we slip stitch join, we will slip stitch join into this top 3rd chain at the end of this row. We will need a total of 9 more double crochets in this ring. After you have your chain 3 plus 9 double crochets, we will close our ring as tight as we can. We will pull apart this chain 3 and we will slip stitch join in that top chain 3 chain here. So I see here is the chain for that first double crochet I made, and that is the top chain 3 chain there. So we'll go right in here. And slip stitch join. I'm just going to pull that tight. So we technically have 10 double crochets. For row 2, we will chain 2. Our chain 2 will count as our first half double crochet. We will now be making one more half double crochet in the same chain. Go back into that same chain that I slip stitch joined and make one half double crochet. So technically we have 2 half double crochets in the same chain. Our next chain here, we will make one half double crochet. Our next chain here, we will make 2 half double crochets. Next chain, 1 half double crochet. So we will repeat this pattern. Next chain, 2 half double crochets. Next chain, 1 half double crochet. Repeat around. We will slip stitch join in that top of that chain 2 half double crochet. So what I will do is I will look for that chain. So here's the chain for that half double crochet, and I need to go into that top of that chain 2. Here's the chain 1 and here's the chain 2. Slip stitch join. I'm going to pull that tight. For row 3, we will chain 3. Our chain 3 will count as our first double crochet. In the same chain here with this chain 3 and slip stitch, we will make 2 double crochets for a granny stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, 3 double crochets in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, 3 double crochets in the next. Chain 1, skip 1, 3 double crochets in the next. At the end, chain 1, we will slip stitch join into that top chain 3 chain. Now it is time to change colors. I'm going to make a slip knot and pull this down real small. Pull the slip knot through that loop. I'm going to grab the yarn tail of the yellow and pull and tighten that down. Here's my working yarn. We'll chain 1 In the same chain here, I will go down and I will make one single crochet. Chain 3, going to find the very first chain here where I slip stitch joined. This chain 3 here counts as a double crochet. I'm going to insert and I will slip stitch join. Pull that down a bit, chain 3 into this next chain here of this next double crochet. Actually, my next chain for my next double crochet is right here. Pop that through. And slip stitch. Chain 3. Go into the next double crochet and slip stitch. Chain 3. And instead of going directly into the next double crochet, I will make one single crochet in between each set of the granny stitches. So this granny set here and this granny set here will make one single crochet in between. And I will repeat what I just did here on this first set. So I will chain 3 and I will find that first double crochet chain here. Sometimes I have to move that single crochet out of the way. Slip stitch in that next chain. Chain 3 into that next double crochet, slip stitch. Chain 3 to that next double crochet, slip stitch. Chain 3, and now I'll make that single crochet in between these two sets. Right in there, and make that single crochet. Here's a look at our little ruffly flower pollen here. Go ahead and repeat this pattern all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end. Here we are at the end of our row, and I already have my single crochet in between the first set and the last set. I have my chain 3. I'm going to slip stitch join into this first single crochet here. For our next row, we will chain 1. In the same chain here, we will make one single crochet. And now it is time to make our setup row for our petals. We need to come across to each single crochet. That way we can make petals. So here is our ruffles. So we will need to make single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5. We will do this all the way around. In each single crochet, we will stack the single crochets on top of one another, and then our last row, we will make our petal stitches in and around the chain 5s. So we made our first single crochet, chain 5, now we will jump right over here to our next single crochet. So we'll skip over this granny set with all these ruffles. And here's our stitch. We'll go into that single crochet and make one single crochet. And repeat. You will repeat this all the way around until the end. Chain 5, you find that single crochet and single crochet. And this is what our work looks like so far. Go ahead and finish this row and I will meet you back at the end. I'm at the end of row 5. Now I just need to slip stitch join where I began. So I'm going to skip over this whole ruffles and this last granny stitch here and find that first single crochet here. Go into that first single crochet chain, slip stitch join. For our last row, row 6, we will chain 1. In the same chain here, we're going to stack another single crochet on top of the single crochet. In this chain 5, we will make 10 trebles. And you can make more if you'd like, but for my pattern, I have 10 trebles. In order to make a treble, we have to wrap the yarn around our hook 2 times. So we have 1, 2, 3 loops on our hook. We will pinch here, dip down, in and under and around that chain 5, yarn over and pull through. I have 4 loops wrapped around my hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I need 9 more. Here's our petal. See, so I have 1, 2, exactly 10. Now we will stack that single crochet on top of that single crochet. So now I will make a single crochet in this chain here to complete the flower petal. And I will repeat this all the way around. In each chain 5, single crochet in the single crochet, 10 trebles, single crochet in the single crochet. Let's do one more. I have 10 trebles around my chain 5. Now we'll find that single crochet and make one single crochet on top of that single crochet and repeat. Go ahead and finish up row 6 for your last row, and I will meet you back at the end and we will weave in our yarn ends. Here we are at the end of our last row for our flower coaster. I have my 10 trebles here. Now I will slip stitch join into that first single crochet chain. And here's our beautiful Mother's Day flower coaster. So now I will clip my yarn, grab my yarn needle. This loop right here, I'm just going to pull this through, tighten that down. We're going to weave in our yarn ends. So here my knot is in the front. I'm going to go back through and bring it back around to the back. Turn it around. And now I need to hide my yarn in. So I can either work my way down here or across here or across here. So I think I'm just going to work my way down. And turn. Go back up. Now I'm going to go in through here. Now I'll clip my yarn tail. And I will do the same process with my other yarn tails, just hiding them on the back of my work. And this yellow, I'm going to hide in through the yellow. And that is all we need to do to finish our beautiful little coaster here. I'm just going to go down this double crochet here. And I'm just going to hide this in through here. That way, if I wash this, I could use this as a scrubby if I want to wash dishes. I can use this to put on blankets, hats. I can use this for lots of different things. I can use it for a coaster. But either way, I definitely want my yarn ends weaved in very well so it does not work its way out. So far, so good. Go ahead and finish weaving in all your yarn ends. I have 2 more to weave in. And then our coaster is ready to be used. You can use it for your candles. You can use it for your coffee mugs. You can use it for a scrubby to wash dishes. I hope you really enjoyed this pattern. Thank you all so much for voting. Thank you so much for joining me. And happy Mother's Day, everyone. And I will see you guys really, really soon with another great tutorial. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.